Hey, so before you slide on to the next slides, I want you to just learn a little bit about what this is. So what we're talking about here is polyvagal theory. So when it comes to regulating your nervous system, that's what these are. I'm going to be sharing with you guys in the next slides is regulating resources for your nervous system. So there's actually a lot of research that shows that people who are securely attached are really good at regulating their nervous system. They usually have done a lot of either they have an organic attachment style of secure, or they've done a lot of trauma healing work to get to a place where they have earned their secure attachment. This means they have the ability to regulate their nervous system. They can be with their emotions. So this is just a model that's used to help people understand. So you look at here, you look at the squiggly line. This is just day-to-day life. This is people. Where we go into the green, which is like kind of our safe zone, which is this ventral vagal area, right? That's where we want to be. That's where we want to maintain. Sometimes life happens. We get triggered, we get into conflicts, these sorts of things, and we might move up into a sympathetic state, right? So we move from parasympathetic up into sympathetic. But this is life. This just happens, right? Work stresses, things like that. So what ends up happening though is when we have either a lot of unprocessed trauma, we're not really good at being with our emotions, maybe we've been emotionally avoidant in the past, we tend to have a hard time regulating. So we will go up into fight or flight and we'll continue to escalate. So meaning our arousal will increase. What ends up happening is when we spend too much time in sympathetic, our nervous system basically goes into a dorsal vagal response, which means we go into a shutdown or a freeze state. From this place, we have to actually activate, right? We have to increase arousal. So in this state, we want to decrease arousal. In this state, we want to increase arousal, right? To come back into a felt sense. And then we want to work on decreasing activation or arousal at that point. So a lot of the resources that I'm giving you in the slides to come are how to stay in ventral vagal, right? So things are how you can maintain being in that nice equilibrium state. When you do go into sympathetic, how can we decrease activation or arousal? So there's lots of tips there. And then when we go into dorsal vagal, how can we increase arousal so we can start to get our emotions feeling again, right? If we're not feeling our emotions, it's going to make it really hard for us to be able to learn how to regulate our nervous system.